Vishwamitra, Ram and Lakshman, all three were walking on their way. Soon they reached a thick, dense forest. It was afternoon, but the thick trees of the forest made the atmosphere so dark that not even a single ray of light could reach the ground. In the forest, wild animals were freely roaming here and there. The frightening noises of wild animals and birds could be heard. At certain places, the hissing of snakes and reptiles could also be heard. In this thick forest, Ram asked innocently, "Why is the forest so horrifying, Guruji? Why are there no people here?" Vishwamitra replied, "Ram, it was not a forest earlier. This was a wealthy and prosperous state. But a man-eating monstrous named Tratika devastated the state. Tratika and his son Marich both were man-eaters, and because of them, the human population of this state was finished. Gradually, this state was destroyed. He said, "Whoever will lift this bow and put an arrow to it, that person will marry my daughter." After hearing Raja Janak's words, all the kings and princes present in the mandap became disappointed. They started thinking that, how will we lift this big bow? Everybody was thinking this and kept quiet. Seeing this, Raja Janak felt very much surprised. He said, "What happened? Why is nobody coming forward?" On hearing this, Lanka's king Ravana got up and said in a thundering voice, "Why not? The king of Lanka is here. I will put the arrow to this bow." Ravana came forward and stood before the bow with his great ego. He examined the bow very carefully. He tried to lift the bow with a single hand, but what is this? The bow was fixed at its place. Ravana became exhausted in his attempts. He again made another try. This time he planned to lift the bow in any case. But there was a surprise, and he fell down in the attempt, and blood started flowing out of his nose, and he got injuries on several parts of his body. As he fell down, he started crying, "Save me! Save me! Somebody please come forward and lift this bow from my body!" If the powerful Ravan was reduced to this, one can well imagine what the fate of the other kings in the assembly would be. Janak had a merciful thought. He ordered his servants to remove the bow from the body of Ravana. Ravana got up. Who will come forward now after seeing such a disgraceful fate of Ravana? Janak stood up at his place to say something. Before he starts to say anything, Vishwamitra ordered Ram to go forward and lift the bow. Ram got up immediately. He paid a salute to Vishwamitra and stood near the bow in great humility. First of all, he saluted that bow, and then, within no time, he picked up the bow in his hand with great ease and started to put an arrow in it. But what is this? The huge bow had broken into pieces with a great bang. It divided into two. Seeing Sri Ram's heroic act, all present in the assembly began to applaud him with great joy. Ravana felt very insulted. Raja Janak was overjoyed. Even Sita was smiling. She slowly came forward very modestly and offered a garland to Ram. Sita selected Ram as a husband. Ram also did the same and garlanded her. Unfortunately, Ram's suspicion was true. Sita was not in the ashram. When Lakshman had gone to find Ram in the forest, at that time, Ravana was hiding behind the bushes. As Lakshman left, Ravana disguised himself as an old sage and came out. Very cautiously, he went and stood before the ashram door. He came even closer to the ashram, looked here and there, and in a thundering voice, he asked for his arms. Mai! Give me arms! Mai! Sita came out to give him arms. Just then she remembered the words of Lakshman. Mate, whatever happens, don't cross this line. She quickly stepped behind. She gave the arms from a distance. Seeing this, Ravana became furious. He told Sita, is this any way to give us arms, Mai? If you want to give arms, then come forward and give it to me properly, or else I'll go empty-handed without the arms. But remember one thing, if you do this, you will be committing a great sin. You will never be blessed. You'll never be happy. Hearing Ravana's words, Sita got worried. She told Ravana, don't be so angry. I've made a mistake. And Sita came forward, crossing the line to give the arms. And then Ravana came back to his original form. He quickly lifted up Sita, put her over his shoulder, and took her to Lanka in his flying chariot. Sita started crying and was calling Sri Ram loudly. Now Ravana was feeling very happy. When she was calling Ram loudly, at that time Ravana laughed and said, why are you shouting like this, Sita? Now there is no use of it. All the demigods in the universe are my slaves. Slaves! Kailashpati Shankar himself has specially blessed me. That Rama, poor Rama, cannot do any harm to me. He was much too proud of his own strength. With his tail on fire, Maruti flew into the sky and went from one rooftop to another, setting all the houses in Lanka on fire. In a few seconds, the golden city of Lanka had burst into flames. Everywhere, people were crying for help. Ravan's arrogance was in ruins. The subjects of Ravan cursed him. Ram increased his ability of archery, shooting his arrows so efficiently and quickly that nobody could make out when he picked up an arrow and when he shot it. When Ravana saw Sri Ram's bravery, he himself felt surprised. At last, the demon army ran away from the battlefield. And shot it at Ravan. Ravan's body burst and a stream of holy water started flowing out. Ravana fell down to the earth and died. Thus, the greatest demon of the world was dead. The monkey army praised Sri Ram. The praises and applauses of Sri Ram echoed in all three lokas. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram.
fiery the angels fell. Deep thunder rolled around their shores, burning with the fire.
Yeah, beware the Nephilim, sons of the devil and heaven's veterans. They fallen from the grace of the Lord into the land of men. Black-winged creatures, deserted and destined to Tartarus. Live among us where the rocks are hard and buried in valleys between jagged-edged rocks. Chains of bronze and iron wrapped around the devilish roots of locks. A stone slab is placed on the top of pointed rock. In the desert, God trap pouring out without measure. I'll take you back to the days when the watchmen fell and the Azazel hid from Michael and Gabriel. Lusting after daughters of men, 200 fell. The belly swelled, the bastards standing where the humans dwell. Sons of old men of renown, skilled with crossbows and weaponry. Lord knows clerics of heresy. Now we gotta try to alter our destiny, cause they come into my home, try to murder my last seed. Bleeding profusely, thoughts shatter these mind puppets. Gotta love it, I'm standing on the top of the summit. I'm ready to gun it, bones locked and cocked, megaliths, Berettas miss. My people ain't ready for this. They try to hide the truth from us for years. Angelic residents, dead presidents, federal groups that hide the evidence. They taught our women enchantments. Black magic, the art of war, it's havoc. The whole thing is tragic. What?
Fresh blood, fresh blood. Blood for blood. We like blood type, one and the same. Fresh blood, fresh blood. Blood for blood. We like blood type, one and the same.
It's the blood angel, bloodlust, blood diamond. Blood in my hands, blood in the sand, bloody horizon. Blood pour, blood spill, over blood we kill. Blood's real, splash on the hammer drill. Blood boil, blood sinking soil. Black as night, blood black as oil. Inferno, wormhole, blood boil. Blood brothers, close, blood loyal. Seven Sandman, Amos the ancient prophet. Rings of Saturn, Tesla, mind of madman. Rifle packing, last angel assassin. Plasma cannon, tear you like the Kraken. More blood, bones drift in the mud. Dismissal, missile, throw a scud. Just rubble, puzzle, pull the plug. Damage halos, hand control volcanoes. Blood rainbows, who knows where my brain goes. Blood lost, the Titan Tade lost. Took the brooch pin, now the curse is open. Blood token, fly, blood Vulcan. Your clan wish for death, I am hoping. Black cauldron, stir, red potion. Fire breathing, smash, psyche broken. Gurgle blood, spit, blood spoken.
Fresh blood, blood for blood. We like blood type, one and the same. Fresh blood, blood for blood. We like blood type, one and the same.